Hello everyone, welcome to another Moorside Valley review. This time we're looking at something a bit different, and it is a train pack. Can't quite get it all on the camera there, but this particular one is A3 Flying Scotsman 4472 as preserved in LNER apple green with 4 Gresley Maroon coaches, light bar fitted, which is what LBF means if anyone doesn't quite know. First point I'll make out is when it says as preserved, is as preserved in 2004-2005 and a few years before that. Here's a picture of what it looked like then, because as everyone knows now, Flying Scotsman's preserved in BR green. But this is one of a series of different packs. I'll be looking at each different pack and the different versions of Scotsman that Dapol have released to commemorate with Flying Scotsman's return after 10 years. There's this version. There's Flying Scotsman as an A1 with 4 teaks in apple green 4472. There is Flying Scotsman in northeastern wartime black, locomotive on its own, again as an A1. There's Flying Scotsman in BR Express blue, locomotive only. Flying Scotsman with 4 carmine and cream Gresley coaches, light bar fitted, in BR green early emblem, I believe. No smoke deflectors and single chimney. Then there's the same type of locomotive, like same specification of no smoke deflectors and double chimney, but BR green late emblem as a locomotive on its own. For any of those who want Flying Scotsman and as she is now in BR green with smoke deflectors and double chimney, you won't get it. That came out unfortunately years ago in a set, and is not one of the locomotives released in this range. Right, now that I've got that bit out of the way, let's have a look at this pack. As with Dapol's normal train packs, cardboard outer sleeve. We open it up, get the protective piece of paper here, and inside we have Flying Scotsman at the top here and the 4 coaches. Now these coaches are available separately, but they don't have the light bars in them. These 4 do. I already have 3 other coaches that need light bars in them. I have a nice rake of 7. Someone asked why is an LNER green engine being released with 4 coaches, which are maroon, and the answer was simple. There's already a train pack with the teaks, there's already a train pack with the carmine creams. What's left? Maroons. And Dapol don't have a vast range of coaches for steam locomotives. They've got collets, Bournesols, and the Gresleys. So there's the options. So let's take Flying Scotsman out, put the coaches to one side because we don't really need to look at them. Typical packaging: plastic outer sleeve, plastic inner sleeve, and move the locomotive, put that on there, put these to one side, bring the little turntable in and stick that on there. There we go. So the purest worst nightmare, an A3 in apple green LNER condition with those, and I quote, god awful smoke deflectors and the double chimney. Smoke deflectors are of the German design. These were added to the A3s in BR days to increase performance, as the smoke deflectors helped push the smoke from the double chimney up and over the cab. Chances of seeing Flying Scotsman go back to a condition without them, probably slim, I'm afraid, because like I said, the improved performance. The detail on this locomotive is absolutely stunning, as with the original A3s that were brought out a few years ago. This is my personal favourite configuration for Flying Scotsman in terms of that livery, smoke deflectors. A few giveaways to show that it's obviously preserved. Underneath the nameplate there's a little plaque that commemorated the run it did in Australia. Longest non-stop run, I believe that still stands today. I think it's around 433 miles. We have the works plate on the smoke deflector. In terms of other detailing, it's essentially the same A3 they released years ago, just with a few obvious differences. I've ran A3s quite a few times on moorside and on the other layouts, so I know how well they run, because nothing else has changed really about these A3s that Dapol have released. It's just different colours, different variations. Still have the drive shaft in there, which knocks a mark off, but can't really say much more about this model. Apart from, let's have a look at it running with a rake of 7 maroon coaches on Mooresdale Village. So there we are, stunning looking model, trundling away nice slow speeds, and I've even seen it at a decent, more faster speed, and again just looks fantastic. This will get the sound treatment eventually. I have already actually got this style of Scotsman sound fitted, which took me 2 years to about get there because we had problems with the model in different ways. Just as I got that model back from CR Signals with the lights and sound, this was released. So I now have 2 of these, but this one will still get the sound treatment and the lights treatment. Flying Scotsman is my personal favourite locomotive, so it will get the full works. This won't be the last review I do of a Flying Scotsman, because like I said, I've got 2 other train packs to pick up. I have the Northeastern Wartime Black one to review. That one I already have. I'm not too fussed about the BR Blue one, doesn't really appeal to me. Might get it at some point. If I'm getting the BR Green one in the train pack, I don't see the point really of picking up the other BR Green one when the only difference is the emblem on the tender. But apart from that, like I said, 9 out of 10. Couldn't fault the model, to be honest. I know a lot of people can usually find some sort of fault with them because, well, they're not too keen on Dapol, but me personally and a lot of others, especially down the English Club, thought it was a stunning model, looked great, and they just stopped and stared as I was trundling around the layout. If you look after these models, there's absolutely nothing that can go wrong with them, really. But until the next time, bye for now.